When Grantville officers got a traffic complaint of supervising vehicles are driving in the emergency lane due to the traffic backed up. Should be a black SUV, black Charger, also supervising another gray car driving in the emergency lane.
Georgia Transparency going hot, and welcome back. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you need to get in contact with us for us looking at anything, info@gatransparency.com. info@gatransparency.com. Got a good story for you today on the, once again, police chief in Grantville, Georgia. This police chief, let's see what he's done this time. Without further ado, let's get started. On April 1st, 2023, Karen was traveling south on I-85 near exit 35 near the Grantville, Georgia area, whereas Karen's mother, approximately 80 years old and suffering from medical concerns, had to use the restroom. Traffic was backed up near Grantville and near that exit along the southbound lane of 85. Karen saw an F-150 carrying Molt to the bed moving south in the emergency lane with the emergency lights engaged. Karen pulled into the emergency lane to get her elderly mom to a restroom. The F-150 stopped, and while a male stepped out of the F-150 and began to yell, looked angry, and caused a scene. The male was wearing some old jeans and a t-shirt. The male advised Karen to stay put and someone would come give you a ticket. The male was not in any uniform, no badge, and no firearm. Karen then called 911 to report a possible police impersonator, and let's listen to that 911 call now.
County 911, operator 16, where's your emergency?
Well, I just wanted to report something. I'm not sure where to call. Is there another number I should call?
No, ma'am. What do you need to report?
So I'm on 85 going south. There's a lot of traffic here. Some guy in a truck, everybody's trying to pull off, get over. He puts his red and blue lights on. I mean, he's hauling mulch. It's not in a police vehicle or anything like that. He came out and just started in my face saying that he's going to have, he pulled in front of me with red and blue lights. And then, I couldn't go anywhere. And then he came out and said to my vehicle and said, hey, you can't, go, I'm getting off on the exit, and you can't, there's other people waiting. And you just stay right here. I'm going to have somebody come back and get a ticket. I rolled up my window, and he just kept up, and I just ignored him, So, but just FYI, he's done it to other people, too.
All right. So where are you at right now?
We're getting off on US 29 on the ramp.
Go ahead. All right, so he tried to pull you over on the ramp?
We just released from the other call.
Yeah, I was going around, there was a car,
I didn't
backed up, so,
yeah.
And he did the same, he came up on the same way. I don't appreciate somebody trying to act like they're a police officer or suggesting that I need to sit in my vehicle and somebody's going to come write me a ticket. That's how, I'm not a road rage person, but that's how road rage starts, is idiots like that.
And was it like a dump truck, or was it just a regular sized truck?
No, he's in a black truck. Here, Mom, can you see this?
I can't.
It's in a Ford, probably. It's a Ford license plate. G is in great. V is in Victor. The number 3, the number 7, 0, 8, and then N is in no.
All right.
And
Can you repeat that for me one more time?
Sure. It's G as in great, V as in Victor, the number 3, the number 7. I assume that's a 0, not an O, but 8, the number 8, and then N is in new. An older guy.
So G as in George, V as in Victor, 3708, N as in Nancy.
Yeah.
All right, and that's going to be a Georgia tag?
It sure is. Let me see if I can see the county. I can't see the county. He's worn up the car in front of me.
All right. And what was your name, ma'am?
Karen.
And your phone number?
He just had on a T-shirt, Mom, what, jeans?
Yeah.
He didn't identify himself as an officer, but he had red and blue lights and came all over his vehicle and then stopped me, pulled over in front of me, stopped me, and then came back and was, there's people trying to get off on this exit too, because I couldn't see around, so I was kind of going in the right lane to see what was there, which everybody was, other people were doing it too. And then, like I said, I mean, if you're not an officer, don't tell me to sit there and what to do, and you're going to sit right there and somebody's going to come write me a ticket.
You said he's pulling mulch. Does he have like a trailer, or is it just in the back of the truck?
Nope. It's in the back of his truck. The black or dark gray truck.
I think it's black.
Is it black? I think it's a dark gray.
I can't really tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sunny out. It's a newer truck, double cab.
You said it was an older white male?
Older white male, yep.
And what was he wearing?
Old T-shirt, like a gray T-shirt, right?
I thought it was a white T-shirt.
Or maybe white, kind of, just kind of a T-shirt, an older T-shirt. And I think just jeans.
Yeah.
Just kind of gruffy looking. Looked like he'd probably been working out in the yard or something like that.
All right. We'll go ahead and get officers out there and see if they can locate him and talk to him, okay?
All right, thank you.
Did you want to meet with the officer?
No, I mean, I think these guys just need to be aware of people doing that, I mean, it's one thing, I mean, to pull over somebody in the middle of traffic, or to go in front of them with red and, was it blue lights?
Yeah, it was red, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then to walk back to there and say those things. I'm a female. I'm in here with my mom, I mean, that's crazy.
So after this took place, 911, Coweta 911 called Karen back.
Yes, Miss Karen.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Coweta County 911. The Grantville officers were advising me to get you back on the line. What kind of vehicle are you in?
I'm in a white Mercedes SUV, and he's right in front of me, and we're at the exit. But I mean, you know what? He didn't know me from anybody. I have my mom in here who's 80-some years old. We're trying to get to, we've been stuck in traffic, trying to get to a restroom. I mean, he had no that, and he was angry, and it says he has a GOVT, like government thing.
He's a chief of the Grantville Police Department. I do apologize for it, but we've had a lot of vehicles going down the emergency and driving up the wrong way, like they've turned around and gone the opposite way. So we've had to, because we're getting a lot of calls on it. So just for safety-wise, I do apologize. But if you can just stand by and they're going to meet with you, just advise them that your mother also has to use the bathroom, okay?
Well, wait a minute. So my mom needs to use the bathroom, and we're still in a, we need to, why are we being stopped?
Okay. You said, you were just repeating it back to me, or you're asking me why y'all being stopped?
Why do we need to stop with anybody? This asshole did not even identify who he is. Okay?
Okay.
And you're going to pull me over and for what? Block me? For what? Didn't identify who he was. Nothing. And then sit there and shake his finger at me? Did not show an ID. Nothing. Nothing.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Can advise her that there's a marked unit waiting for her at the end of the on-ramp that needs to speak with her.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello.
They just advised over the radio there's a marked unit.
You can tell her she's pulling the Fraser's That's fine.
can pull into Frazier's if you have to go to the bathroom, and the officer will be standing by there, and it's one down at the end of the ramp. If you want to...
What am I doing with the officer?
All right, hold on just a second, okay?
This is ridiculous. I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, if this guy's going to be rogue and out there pulling people over, you know, and then I call about him pulling somebody over, and then I'm the one that has to pull over?
Okay, ma'am.
Any of this.
Okay, ma'am, he's advising us to go down to the Frazier's, or are you not wanting to go to...
My mom's got to go to the bathroom. Listen, we're trying to get somewhere besides the bathroom. Why? I called you all, and now what is going on? What did I do wrong?
Here, hold on just a second. I'm not sure, but did the officer that you were talking to earlier, did he tell you to pull up to meet with one of the Grantville officers or an officer?
No.
He didn't advise you to meet? Okay.
No. He said you need to talk to anybody else. I said no. I just wanted to let you know that, you know, that's a dangerous thing for somebody to pull over with their lights. Don't, you know, I mean, I didn't know he was a police officer. He never said he was. Nothing.
The chief of police for Grantville PD, and he just happened to be out in that area patrolling, I believe, and people are driving the wrong way, so...
I wasn't driving the wrong way.
No, yes, ma'am, but they're getting in the meet. You know what?
That's fine. My mom's going to the bathroom, and I have to.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not trying to upset you, but I was just trying to relay the information over to you, okay?
He's right behind you.
All right, ma'am.
Go bathroom. Oh, my God.
Ma'am, can you stay in your car?
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Here, put on my car. Can we not go to the bathroom before we have an accident? And why am I being pulled over?
You're being pulled over because you were using the emergency lane to go around.
Looks like Police Chief Whitlock did the same exact thing, using the emergency lane to go around people and using the emergency lights to go around people to bypass traffic. Was he issued a citation? No, I bet he wasn't. Now let's listen to some of the 911 radio traffic between Chief Whitlock and 911, and I believe his call sign is 1301, 1301. Let's listen.
1301, 1312.
Oh, one, you're trying to reach 11.
Enforce your 20.
PD.
911 available Grantville units respond to I-85 southbound, exit 35, off-ramp on the southbound side. It's going to be in reference to a suspicious vehicle. Should be a black Ford.
13-0 is clear. I'll be in the area in a minute. I'm checking the service.
Yeah, it's going to be in reference to a black Ford, a red vehicle, and blue vehicle. Tried to pull the caller over.
1301, 911.
1301, go ahead.
10-4, that was me. The subject was riding down the emergency lane, and I did pull her over, and she left and pulled off with a few choice words to me. I'm going to get another officer to pull over when I get right down here. Thank you.
911's clear, 1301.
1311's clear. 911, you still online with the caller?
I believe that's negative at this time.
So,
I think it's going to be this Mercedes right behind me that just made the phone call.
1311, 911.
1311, go ahead.
Get that caller back on the line, please.
911's clear, stand by.
1301, 1311.
Go ahead, sir.
I think it's going to be this Mercedes right behind me. I'll be up here in just a second. I'm probably 15, 20 cars back.
10-4, I got eyes on you now. I believe.
911 to Grantville unit. Callers advising they're in a white SUV.
10-9.
Georgia Transparency did what it did best and looked into it, submitted some open records for this, and the response we got back from the Grantville City Attorney, Law Office of Mark Mitchell. I don't know why a law office is handling open records since Grantville has a records clerk, or we pay a records clerk. Anyways, I really want to point out the last part of this. Finally, in response to your request for body cam and patrol camera footage, those records are exempted from production by OCGA 50-1872A4, which means that it's an open and ongoing investigation. However, what is open and ongoing about a traffic citation? So then Georgia Transparency replied to this. In a records request on April 5th pertaining to the body cam and dash cam footage, I asked that all video, audio, and anything pertaining to this incident be preserved, as this is on request and will be requested in the future. I also asked a question to Mark Mitchell: why was Chief Whitlock running code 2 on the shoulder of I-85 with a truck bed full of mulch? And I attached a screenshot. Why was he what was he responded to an emergency, not in uniform? Where's Whitlock's citation for doing the same thing? Why was he using a city vehicle and city gas to run personal errands on a Saturday? Is this theft of public funds? I would also like to name an address of the Ford truck plate to the government plate there, of the female passenger that looked to not be in uniform as well. Who was this female passenger? Georgia Transparency has not received a response from Mark Mitchell about this incident here. I'm curious if District Attorney Herb Cranford would look into this and possibly investigate this sort of thing here, as he's declined to investigate Chief Whitlock in the past for other more serious concerns and serious issues. Is this a part of the protection racket that it appears Herb Cranford is doing in running for public officials? Because all the data and everything points that District Attorney Herb Cranford in the Coweta Judicial District will not investigate public officials that are employed in this district.